Yesterday we talked about a dungeon build with Abomination, and today we will do the same, but this time we will use Abomination in an open world farm build. And once again, this is not the fastest or the best build for Blood Knight, but playing with that unique skill is so much fun and it's still really good, and once again, farming with this build is one of the most fun I had with a build. Before moving on to the build, let me show you my stats first. I have 3.1k resonance, 21.7k combat rating, 17.9k damage, and these are my secondary stats. For the curse properties, I am using 6 pieces of tortured set. It's one of the best sets for builds with dex skills, both in PVE and PvP. I have a separate video about report stones and legendary gems, so I am not going to talk about those in this one. Now let's start with the skills we are using. We have Wave of Blood, Abomination, Siphon Blood, Skewer, and Shadow's Edge. Or you can use Ravage if you want, it doesn't really matter because we are not using any primary attack essences. And for the set items, I am using 4 pieces of Grace because we have multiple continual damage skills which gets buffed by 15% and they help us trigger the 4-piece set effect as well. And for the other 2 pieces we are using Vitus to increase the duration of beneficial effects. And now we can check out the legendary items. For the headpiece I am using Horns of the Hexed. Siphon Blood is no longer channeled and now moves with you, dealing damage and draining the life of nearby enemies. For the chest we have Warmth and Likeability. Wave of Blood maximum charges increased by 1. For the shoulders I am using Bright Arrival. While Abomination is active, defeating an enemy increases the remaining duration of Abomination by 0.7 seconds, up to a maximum increase of 8.4 seconds. And for the pants we have one more Abomination essence. Abomination also conjures an unholy aura around you for the duration of your transformation, dealing 3.8k damage every second to nearby enemies. And for the main ant we have a Siphon Blood essence. When Siphon Blood damages the same enemy 3 times, it causes them to hemorrhage, dealing 4.9k additional damage. And for the offhand we have Peer of the Cursed. Wave of Blood now creates a Well of Death that slows enemies within until they are immobilized. And for the additional main ant I am using the Besolver. Skewer now causes you to leap into the air and slam into the target location, knocking enemies up and stunning them. And lastly, for the additional offhand we have our damage buff essence. Skewer also increases your damage done by 19% for 4 seconds. Other than that, you can use Treasure Hunter or Massacre Paragons. If you want to move around faster, you can choose Massacre, but if you need a lot of scraps, you should go with Treasure Hunter. I will add my full Paragon setup at the end of the video, so you can check it out if you need some guidance. Now let's see this build in action.